We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Let's go, D. Move. 3 down, 3 down. 3. 18's the mark. What we got?
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff left. Elliott. And some room to run now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. 2nd down coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 52 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Jones. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matched? Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Parsons.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This one from 48 yards away. Off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd and 4. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division title.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given your...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 38. Well, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott from the gun. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kiki QT. 35 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now Jones. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That's complete to Slayton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jones. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team...
In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now back to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for New York. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play here for Dallas.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Play action now. Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes, because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one. 7 yards to pick up there.
Second and 3. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Prescott now from the 50. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10. A give to Elliott running left. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down. Prescott now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill, and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
To throw again on second down. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on second down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back. Still 9 remaining on second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From midfield now on second down. Prescott, throw left side, complete. That's Elliott. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
To throw, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. Now Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and a costly one there, as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a second time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Second and 1. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And Gano is going to miss this one left. Oh, it's no good for Gano. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
Watch 18. 18's the mark. And let's get this. Mike 18. Mike 18.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's J.K. Scott now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. This is brought in at the 21. A second fake. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 70 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now Sanders. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Now what can Prescott do in the OT? And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cowboys, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers.